Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Gosh, she's got the context, this lady, because she seems to be going off to the movies quite a lot. Jan Dykstra, good morning and welcome to you, the Shoreline Film Review.
Everybody. Yes, wonderful, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there, all the lovers we have out in the world.
Indeed.
And this film, it's actually perfect timing, you know, being Valentine's Day.
Yes.
To see a film named Emma. It's parental guidance and 2 hours 5 minutes, so just over the 2 hours long. Of course, it's Jane Austen's 1815 beloved comedy about finding your equal and earning your happy ending, and it's reimagined in this delicious new film adaptation of Emma. Full stop. I wonder if that means it's going to be the last one, because there's been a few of them. Yeah. Anyway, handsome, clever and rich, Emma Woodhouse is a restless queen bee without rivals in her sleepy little town. In this glittering satire of social class and the pain of growing up, Emma must adventure through misguided matches and romantic missteps to find the love that has been there all along. Now, this delightful period piece set in Georgian and Regency-era England is directed by Autumn de Wilde, with screenplay by our very own Eleanor Catton.
Really?
Yes.
The Luminaries lady.
She's a New Zealander, author of The Luminaries.
Goodness me.
Which, of course, won the 2013 Man Booker Prize.
Yes.
Making Catton, at the age of 28, the youngest ever to win the Booker. She was actually nominated when she was 27.
That's becoming a TV series, that, by the way.
Is that?
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I diverse once again.
Yes, right. Well, with that sort of pedigree, you know the writing's going to be great for this film. So, Emma, getting back to Emma, she's spoiled, headstrong and self-satisfied. She greatly overestimates her own matchmaking abilities. She's blind to the dangers of meddling in other people's lives, and her imagination and perceptions often lead her astray. Plus, I mean, she's an awful snob, John.
Really?
Yes. This 2020 version of Emma stars Anya Taylor-Joy as Emma, who does a brilliant job as the snobby control freak who's trying to play matchmaker to her naive and trusting friend Harriet Smith, who's one of the young girls down at the boarding school. They all traipse along like little ducks in their little red capes. It's just quite, very comedic. It's played, so Harriet Smith's played so very well by Mia Goth, a young woman of lower birth and circumstances. Not Mia Goth, but the character, obviously. Yes. Now, another standout performance in my eyes was, in this movie, is Miranda Hart as Miss Bates. As the kind-hearted but overbearingly boring, twittering village spinster. You could just picture her as that, can't you?
When you say twittering, she's not on Twitter, are you?
No. Twitter had a different meaning back then. It
yes.
certainly did. It was the birds usually, and the little birds that told all the tales. So Miranda Hart gives the character colour and humour and steals every scene, always managing to catch Emma, no matter how hard she tries to avoid being seen, to regale her with the latest news of her niece, Jane Fairfax, who's played by Amber Anderson. The delightful scene where the girls are in the haberdashery shop, Harriet and Emma, and they spot out the window Miss Bates coming, so they both try and hide. But, she spotted them through the window, and they get cornered once again. It's quite delightful. And another favourite of mine, of course, is Bill Nighy.
Oh, yes.
He played Emma's widowed father, eccentric, delightfully self-obsessed hypochondriac, who at the first hint of any draft, as he sits beside the fire, has his 2 footmen surround him with screens. It's absolutely hilarious.
Bill would enjoy that, I think.
He would. It's a part made for him, absolutely. There's this wonderful dinner table scene at Christmas when they've gone to the Westons. It's Emma's governess. Now that Emma is of age, she's no longer needed as a governess, so I think the matchmaking of Emma has her married off to Mr. Weston, who's a widower. So they get invited for Christmas, and they've got this beautiful banquet there, all this food on the table. And suddenly the hapless vicar, what was his name, Mr. Elton, suggests that snow might be falling shortly. Well, of course, Bill Hiley, the dad, he jumps up, we've got to leave now, we're all going to catch our death of cold, and suddenly the whole dinner party's just abandoned with all this food left behind. It's hilarious. So, there were many laugh-out-loud moments in this film, the village vicar, and Mr. Elton, who is played by Josh O'Connor, another of the young men that Emma managed to misread.
He's a vicar, isn't he?
He's a vicar.
Goodness me.
Yes. He's allowed to marry, and he does fall in love, and Emma is a bit blind to things. But anyway, you'll see it when you see it. Now, the list of potential suitors, of course, included the wealthy George Knightley, whose brother happens to be married to Emma's older sister, and they've got this troop of little children, and he looks very henpicked when they arrive in the carriage. You can just imagine a long car journey. Well, a carriage journey is even worse.
Indeed.
Yeah, and he is played by the George Knightley, the love interest, is played by Johnny Flynn. And Frank Churchill, son of Mr. Weston, is played by Callum Turner. They're relatively unknown actors, some of the men, but I wonder if that's sort of deliberate to sort of highlight more the female characters. They're kind of just a bit of a necessary evil almost in a women's novel. But anyway.
Oh, we've got Bill there to represent the grumpy old man. That's good.
Yeah, exactly. But this young Mr. Weston, young Frank Churchill. It's his son of Mr. Weston, but he's actually a nephew who's going to be taking the name, when he inherits. Emma is obsessed with him, but unbeknownst to her, his cap is set elsewhere, which we do find out in the film, of course. So I'd say this 2020 version of Emma is a delight to watch. I'd give it top marks for cinematography. The set design's beautiful. The costumes exquisite.
Yes.
So if you're a fan of Jane Austen and all that frippery and foppery of that long lost age of strict manners and snobbery of Georgian society, you'll love Emma as I did. As much as I did. So,
and I'm sure it's not the last one.
No.
I think it's going to be like Little Women. See, they've made another Little Women. How many must be?
It's just interesting to see this time they've named Emma with the full stop. That period is there.
It's there.
And,
yes,
there.
Yes,
Emma.
It certainly is.
It's not an exclamation mark, it's a full stop.
Okay. Maybe the current producers may not have a word in that, you never know.
Yeah.
That is delightful. You are recommending, obviously.
I'm recommending it, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, Valentine's Day, good timing. To go and see a good old love story from the past.
And nowhere better to see it than the wonderful Shoreline Cinema, absolutely. Of course, in wonderful Waikanae. Thank you so much for joining us, Jan.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
106.3 Beach FM.